Good morning, afternoon, evening, friends and family, loved ones. This is your friend Kelly. And yeah, it's been a minute since I've done any posting. We haven't really been buying a lot, though I do have a lot of ideas for videos with some of my older stuff. And if you see this, I burnt myself the other day when I was making my soup. It splashed it up on my hand, so luckily enough, it didn't blister up. I got it situated quickly. But anyway, there was a few colorful words going on at that time. Um, this, I, me and Brian each bought a knife from Buerkles Cerakote, and I'll do mine first. We have got, right here is the Crusader version 2. Now, I did do a review way back. God, it's been months ago. I don't know exactly how long ago that he did on this, where it had more of a hook and it was like a little bit pointy and stuff. And I made a couple of suggestions, and I'm sure other people did too that saw it. And he took that into account and did some changes. And this is what he came up with. And this has kind of a purplish pink design on the scales. But I mean, I think it starts at around the 160 mark, depending on what steel and stuff you want done on it. Now, also, I don't know if you're aware or not, but he got with me and asked if I would be willing, if people wanted it, to do lanyards on these. And I said, sure. And most of you know that I pour, let me see here. I got a few here. Resin skulls, you know, different colors, different sizes, but this is the size that I have that I use for the beads, which is still a big bead. But I also have bought different beads also on top of that. So it's one of those things, depending on what color you want. Let's see here. I mean, seriously, like this. If I wanted to put the purple bead with that, see, this is more of a pinkish. I'd probably actually do a more pinkish color. And that's a red, but the pearlescent gives it more of a pink deal. But, it's one of those things. I do different colors. This is a brownish red version. I mean, this is just some of them. I do glow, have solid black. Here's ones I need to trim and clean up and stuff. There's just, I do different ones. But I will put a lanyard on it. And of course, whoops, there's additional shipping and stuff and that's all, I think, taken into the cost of of doing that. But this, to me, is an awesome size. I'll put that lanyard on just for an extra pinky grip to continue it over a little bit. But for me, that fits. For my husband, his pinky would not be on there at all. And probably those of you with bigger mitts. Like I said, my hands are large, extra large. It's over into the extra large. I honestly wear usually extra large gloves when I do the latex, not latex, but those type gloves when I'm pouring my resin. But this is an awesome, awesome knife. He has a friend of his make the sheaths. It doesn't snap in. I'm actually thinking going to get probably with either Terry at 1931 Leatherworks or with Kathy at Bernie Sable's Forge, and see about doing a leather sheath for these if it's possible, and having that where I can scout carry with that leather sheath. But this is an awesome size. One thing I wish he had done is continue jipping up over the edge, so that way I don't always have to go back if I wanted to go here and put my thumb there. That would be great. Not that it's a need, it's more of a want. But that one was mine. Now, Brian got the Crypt. And see what I mean? The sheath, it slides in. It doesn't snap. I mean, it holds. It will hold. No doubt about it. But I like them to snap. That, to me, that's part of it. And this one, of course, obviously, is bigger. And Brian absolutely loves this. He goes, the size is great. The jimping's good. It goes out to where he has his fingers out there, his thumb out there. And his pinky is right here to the end. And he goes, I do think I want a lanyard on it. He goes, so I will end up putting a lanyard on it. We also, I don't know how well you can see this. It's kind of like a yellow, blue, and greenish Damascus type look on there. And if you notice, all of Buerkles fixies have removable scales. So if you actually wanted to make your own, because I know a lot of you guys can and do make your own scales, you can definitely unscrew it and do your own. So and this is a great size. As you can see, this one has a bigger blade, taller blade, I guess not bigger, but taller blade. And let's see here. Here we go again. You know how I am. Right at 7 3/4 inches compared to, it's a smidge over 6.5. But all of these are handmade, so they might differ just a little. I mean, take that for what it's worth. The Crusader, like I said, started at 160. I don't think I said the Crypt, I think, starts at 175. And pretty much any of his blades that he has that has a lanyard hole, if you want a lanyard on it, get with him. It's also, I think, an option on the majority of them. He may not have put it on every one, but he did say it would be something for each of his. But I was looking for cord, and I think I found the cord I'm going to use for Brian's. I'll double check with him and make sure that that's good. But with the blue, the green, and the black on this, I think this will be awesome and bring those blues and stuff and greens out on this. So there's that. And now mine, since mine's kind of a questionable pinkish purplish color, I'm going with kind of a pinkish and purple mix is what I think I'm going to go with on mine. So give me your thoughts on those if you think those are something different than what we normally do for paracord lanyards. But anyway, 2 awesome knives. Check out Buerkles. I'll have him listed down below, a link to his website and also his Instagram and YouTube page, because he does do both. And if you'd like a bigger fixed blade, the Crypt is definitely one. Now, he did just literally come up with the Nautilus. It's a cleaverish blade that he also put down. I forget what sizes they are, but millimeter bolt on the blade itself, where you can use it as a multi-function deal. And he has a budget version. Not that these are expensive, guys, but he does have a budget version, Biohazard V2, version 2, I think, that starts around the 140-ish range. And what he did with those, instead where he shapes each handle individually, it's a 3D printed handle. And I think he was 3D printing it with carbon fiber filament. So it should hold up decently well. But if you have a 3D printer, get with him. Maybe he'll let you, I mean, just saying. I'm just saying, I do have a 3D printer myself. I don't have any carbon fiber filament, but I do have some filament that is PETG and a lot of PLA. Yeah. I'm looking to see if I have anything printed beside me that I can show you guys that I've done. Oh, okay, here. Oops, even though it's a bigger one. I did this. I need to glue it together. This was actually more of a trial, but it's like a rocket launcher type deal. But you can put your pins. It's a pin holder, but it also USB on either side and SD cards. Actually, do I have an SD card handy? Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. Nope, I don't look like I have one over here this time. But those are where you can put those type items in besides that. But it's one, like I said, this was something I was just trying. It's kind of more of a lavender color to see how it would turn out and fit. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. But I would suggest if you do something like this, end up gluing that together so it'll hold up. That portion, I might end up gluing to. I'm not real sure on that. I was going to try and enlarge this, but if I enlarge the whole thing to where everything fits, then the USB and the SD cards won't work. And the main reason I wanted to do that, let's see, will this fit? Even the Sharpies, the regular Sharpies will fit, but I have a, let's see here, this. I have County Com pens. I have a lot of those. And see, that won't fit. It's too small for that. And I'd love to be able to hold these also. But it is what it is. I mean, heck, even if I wanted to do, if I got a little bit bigger where the County Com would fit, some of these other items I have that I keep would probably fit also. Just a thought. Just a thought. Ignore me. I'm squirreling again. But anyway, check out Buerkles. Like I said, I'll do lanyards on there. He's got the option for the majority of them that you can do. And then if you decide, like this one, if you want more of a pinkish bead, I can definitely do that up. Or the titanium beads that I have marked. I have some less expensive. Well, they're not less expensive. I pretty much just took an average of between my work. That would be a lot more work for me to do compared to the different beads I'm offering, and just kind of averaged them out between the two to make it easier, instead of having to say, oh, well, if you buy this one, it's going to be this price, but you go buy that one, you can be that price. Of course, if you want your own bead that you want a specific bead for, then send it to me or whatever, and we'll work it out. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm pretty much easy going and figuring stuff out like that. But you guys have a wonderful day. Many hugs, many kisses, much love. Your friend Kelly. Bye-bye.